pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another lovely weekend for the Grand Prix of VLF1. Today, I'm sadly out by myself as couldn't make it, but I always have my beloved race. How do you say it? Race. No, technician, stream technician, Stuhlband, of course, with the best content and best streaming thing you can ever have. And I've gone to a tangent, even though I didn't want to do that. Regardless, we're here on the Canadian Grand Prix today. And I'm very much interested. I don't think we have the weather details as of now, so that will be interesting to see what are we gonna have and how the drivers will behave. Because even though it can be a boring race, as Sunny might dominate it again, there's the infinite champion wall of champions. There we have it. So if we see the Wolf champions and if we see Sunny as a champion and Travis as a champion, there might be a little bit of spiciness happening, maybe. So who knows? I'm very much hyped for it. We also have, of course, some um, reserve drivers driving for us today. We have Zydox back in as Sunny's teammate, meaning already got shit for it as well. Hodgson obviously sandbagged, so I had to sandbag as well, and couldn't pick Zydox. I mean, I could technically, but I didn't want to. I have my McLaren master plan that I borrowed from Ferrari's master plan, and it's working out perfectly as Italian plan always works out, you know. We make the best plans. The only problem is we're shit at making plans, you know. So that might be a problem. But regardless of that, we're gonna have an interesting qualifying. We're gonna have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q1 because we have 16 drivers today, meaning only one unlucky driver is gonna get dropped out of Q1. And his mentality hopefully will not drop out of anything because the race is where you get points. And it might be frustrating, of course. You're the only one that doesn't make it into Q2 or Q3. But like I said, you get points in qualifying, so it's fine. There's a lot to win. Uh, Obviously, usually I would say, which drivers can we see maybe dropping out in Q1? But I feel a little bit too unfair as it is only one one driver. So yeah, and I mean I'm ready for qualifying. I can't wait till Q1 starts. Always ready for it. I think we're just waiting on the drivers, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm I'm ready for the next segment. I'm ready to present the track or the driver standings. So we currently have the top 10. Sunny, Travis, and Crispy. Sunny currently way ahead of Travis. Not completely gone, but it's kind of ahead. Crispy is not the contender for the top 2, sadly, because he's too far down. But also not a very bad driver. Then we have Gaben in 4th place, Maka 5th, Glenn 6th, the Ferrari boys all close together. With Zydox as a no-teamer, as a substitution, and let's say Sunny's teammate for most of the time. 7th, he can spice up things at the top. We've already seen that a lot of times. Chaman in 8th, something 9. Hodgson in 10th, where he just sitting kind of comfortably, but he cannot sit too comfortably because back the top 10 are always a lot of competitive. Of course, what you were gonna watch out is Sunny and Travis, because these two are really competitive, and I'm interested to see how it will shape out with that. We can move on. Yes. All right. Uh, let's think. Let's just look at the track. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous as well because I obviously have to stamp all somehow the quality, we want to have a top-notch quality. I will get less nervous later on. Okay, here's Today we're in the lovely Canada, the F1 Grand Prix, called Montreal, or in Montreal. Sorry if that's a little bit wrong. The Canada track is notorious for to be a street track, very close to the walls. Wall of Champions had a lot of champions crash into it, therefore the name. Track has 14 corners with a track distance of around 4.4 kilometers. We have one DRS zonas, if I'm not mistaken. We have very interesting, let's say conditions for the quali, it seems like, and we have it confirmed now. We have a wet quali, and with Canada being a very, like I said, street corner, it is gonna be interesting to see what we're gonna have here. And with that, we're gonna just hop into Q1. Like I said earlier, one unlucky driver is the one dropping out. And we're gonna see who it is. And with the wet conditions, it is just getting that much more spicier. Now seeing Franklin, the only one being out so far, keen to test out the track, it seems like. Obviously, it's gonna be interesting to see what the conditions are for the race, because the drivers have to select for one car setup now, meaning as soon as you get out, you have parc fermé. You cannot make any big changes on your car anymore. You can change a little bit of your front wing. You can change small other things. I think that there's not a lot to it. I think only the brake bias is the only other thing you can change. But everything else is gonna be locked, meaning as soon as you leave the pit, you are locked with that setup for the qualifying, the whole qualifying, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the race. So if there's a dry race, and now with the wet quali, you wanna, see if you wanna go for the dry setup, complete dry, or a mixed setup, so you can have a good time when qualifying. It's all up to the drivers what they prefer doing. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have a full wet race today. Inter's more likely for the race, so drivers opted for a wet setup, I assume. We have Franklin on the first lap out, on the first hot lap. Let's see what his time's gonna be. Obviously, he's not gonna be the one we have to look out one in terms of the timings. We're gonna look out more like Sunny, Gabe, and I do not see Travis, so meaning he's not here today. That is very interesting. That is very good for Sunny and very bad for Travis, as he's not able to catch up. But everything can happen in the race, so maybe, who knows, Sunny can catch into what you think. Regardless of that, Franklin is gonna post our first hot lap, and with that, everyone else knows exactly how quick the times are approximately. and it's gonna be a 120.7. Next up, I think was Monty, or no, it's one of the other Ferraris. No, he just started Q sector 1. But yeah, Gavin is obviously the one to look out for as well, as he's the one also more towards the top. Sunny. I usually say calm as well, but regarding his performance in the last races, he's more like a hit or miss lately, so I don't know what it is with that, but we'll see. Maybe he's found his form today again, and will just show us all, and maybe even Sunny, that when he's getting serious, he has the pace. We have second timing on the sheet, Impress with a 122.3, which he obviously wants to improve on because it is not very competitive. Scott is the next one with a 121.6. I cannot make out how good these timings are as long as Gaben doesn't cross the line. He crossed the line soon, and it's gonna be a 120.0, meaning Franklin's time wasn't that bad actually. Only 7/10 off of Gaben's time, but that also means we might be seeing times in the 190s from Sunny maybe. Gaben or didn't invalidate the time. Next one is, I think, Sunny or Cydox. I don't know who's the next one crossing the line soon. Looks like Sunny. Okay, then why don't we ride on with Sunny? Let's see what he's capable of doing in a wet Canada track. He obviously put in a lot of practice, but I don't know if it's a wet practice because he usually does dry practice, as anyone would do, because we might expect the rain. But we'll see what he's gonna do. First sector is coming up. We're gonna see the first sector, if he's gonna beat Gaben's time or not. This is a sector. Oh, these two corners are very dangerous all the time because you can invalidate really quickly and lose your car very quickly. And it looks like to be a purple sector, so already on a good start. Sector 2 here as well. You have a DRS straight here, a short one, where you obviously can gain quite a lot of time when you're ahead of you. Then a neat right left, a little bit of oversteer out of that corner, with a sector 2 coming up. Now another purple, so looking very, very good. We have no comparison now on how much quicker he is currently from Gaben. We can only assume some tens, as he got 2 proper sectors. Now obviously with sector 3 with the long straight, another DRS zone where you can burn a lot of DRS, ERS, sorry, with that. And with the DRS it just gets more speed. Coming up towards the line, he's putting a 119.6, so 4/10 up on Gaben's time. Ooh, impressive. Okay. Next up, we're gonna have who else? I feel like it's Hudson. Did he cross the line, or was it Impress? It looked like Impress improved on his time with a 121.3. Hudson, his teammate, is on a 121.4. Currently, both of them inside of those top 15. How they want to have it. Khan put in a time of a 120.9 comfortably in P5. Next, I want to know what Psyduck's time is currently, but I think he's only just in sector 2. Yes, he's on the back straight. Okay, he's almost done with his lap, so I'm very interested to see what his time is gonna be, as he's obviously one of the drivers that is on the same level as Psyduck, and we see a front wing. Not sure if that was Psyduck. No, it wasn't Psyduck. Oh, but Psyduck's put in a 119.4. Okay, not bad, not bad. Saying faster than his teammates. I love this. I very much love this. Gaben with another invalidated lap time, sadly. So he's either gonna go for another lap or just pit, because it's Q1. You don't want to risk it too much, as you only have to be inside the top 15 to make it into Q2. Drivers that haven't posted a time yet are Santa Crispy, Shadowhop, and Miffy. Miffy with an out lap and filling in for the seat of, I guess, Charmander and Travis, both of them, as he's the only one on Red Bull today. So he will probably show what he's capable of, and we've seen multiple times he can really put in that time and really shake up the top 5, I say. Kauchi, here named Fabs, is his first race back. He was gone, I think, since season 3. He is a notoriously known back marker and the one that you will always want to have because he will rather get a cutting corner penalty and get out of your way than risk that you will crash into him or lose time because of him. So he's the most he's the Canadian perfect Canadian driver if you want to have so back marker. Missy wants to start, I think, his hot lap, but with that big wiggle at the start of the second corner, I don't think he will continue to push as hard now because he lost a lot of time. So the next ones to look out for, Crispy, interestingly wise, is still in the pits. Not sure what he's waiting on. Santa also without a time and currently on an out lap. He will start hot lap soon. It'll be obviously interesting to see where he will put his car, what position he will put his car in. I mean, I'm gonna just be curious and see what Mithy's time is gonna be, even with a big wobble. I know he can improve quite a lot, but yeah, I don't think that time is gonna be any competitive, as he's already on a 110 before even making the corner. Usually you wanna be here on a 1.8, I feel like. Yeah, that time's not competitive. But he will probably go for another hot lap now. It looks like I don't like doing this. But as it looks like right now, and if no one crashes, for now it looks like perhaps maybe Couchy. If anyone's watching, I will just call him Couchy for the foreseeable future. On the timing sheet he's called Fabs. So just so you guys know. Santa on his hot lap invalidated. Very unfortunate. Canada is notoriously known for this. A lot of cutting corners you can get for, a lot of penalties. Because you want to get as close as possible to the invalidation zone, but also making it just barely, just to get the maximum amount of time out of that track. But if you just so much slide or push it a little bit too hard, you will just invalidate your lap time, as we've seen with Santa. I think it was just for this lap. The next lap he will just do a normal hot lap. Yes, so it is. He will start his next lap. The previous lap was a 121, will put him somewhere between 8th and 11th, still comfortably inside the top 50. Crispy obviously now on an out lap because he has to put in a time as well. And Couchy is the only one that has to improve quite a lot in his time because he's 2 seconds down on Brennan's time, on Blaze's time, and he's sitting on 13th. Alright, Crispy is starting now his hot lap. We'll see what his time is gonna be. The both Williams drivers still with no times on the sheet, with 6 minutes on the clock. It will be interesting to see what their timing is gonna be. Doesn't look like Crispy wanna do it this lap. He slowed down to let Monty by. He will probably just wait for the next lap. Fair enough. Probably no asked or thought Monty's in a fast lap and didn't wanna hinder him. But mate, Crispy, we only have now less than 6 minutes to go, so you wanna hurry up and do your timed lap. Santa now crossing the line soon. He's on a fast lap, I think even a good lap. Oh my god, with a 119.8, not bad. 5th place for Santa. So he should be comfortably in the top 15 for now. We'll see, does Couchy improve on his time? Obviously now with his first race back, he will, not really be as competitive as the others. Fair enough. I don't know how much practice he put in. But I hope he will get some points in the race. He was a little bit less than 3/10 up. He improves his time. Sadly, it is not enough. And sadly, I think that's the best he can do. Maybe a little bit faster, but if he doesn't improve on about another 3 seconds, I don't think he will make it out of Q1. Meaning, I can see him be the only one out in Q1. Sad. But Nothing is said yet. Crispy's in the pit. I don't know if he didn't fuel enough. What's going on with him? But with 4 minutes to go, he still has time to do an out lap and a hot lap. The latest you want to go out here is around the 3 minute mark, a little bit less, maybe 250, 245, so you can do a hot lap and oh, okay. Crispy has left the session. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are two McLarens in Q2 then, depending on what happened to Crispy. If he can make it back, if I don't know, I'm very confused now. Well, we'll see here. Kachi another lap. Is he gonna improve? 121, 22. He improved by 1.3 seconds. Okay, not bad. So maybe overfield the curve a little bit. Maybe he just wanna get into the zone and prove everyone wrong. I'm all up for it. Show me the way. Show me you can beat the timings on the left. Maybe he can do another. Oh, that was a wobble and a half. Nice save though. Obviously, Kachi being a reserve driver, he's currently, this week at least, driving for my team in McLaren with Scott as his teammate. Scott currently sitting in P1. P11, sorry. Monty spinning out, unlucky with wing damage. I don't think he has enough time. Yeah, Monty's time is pretty much settled, as he cannot pit for as he cannot pit and then go out again, as he would not have enough time to do an out lap and a hot lap. So that his time settled. Who else do we have? Currently Carms, the next one crossing the line. Sonta retired. That's all good. He's going to return to pits. Brennan, 122. Okay, that was just an outlap. It's fine. Who crashed here? Oh my god. Okay, Kachi feeling like a champion, crashing into the wall. But he should be alright. And I'm not sure if Crispy the bot is currently out lap or Crispy himself. As Shadow Hopper also retired in the pits, multiple people will probably retire now, as they're fine with their time and they don't want to push it, as it's only Q1. Yeah, Crispy's the only one make or break, deciding if Kachi in the McLaren is gonna make it into Q2 or not. If it is, Crispy. Brandon also one guy that can improve on his time. I don't think Kaji's gonna improve with a broken front wing. Oh my god, that looks dangerous. Brandon validated his lap, so he won't improve. Kaji with a broken wing, he won't improve. Glenn is in the pit, he won't obviously improve. So we all eyes on Crispy now. He is the one deciding, yes, Kaji's gonna make it into Q2 or not. Is the question now. Impress, also a reserve driver, currently a P12, not doing too bad either. Invalidating, oh, that looked dangerous. There's a lot of people feeling like a champion today. Impress has another, if he has enough fuel, he has time for another out lap. Kachi retiring in the pits. That makes sense because he had no time, more front wing. Hutchin retiring the next one, so we will see Crispy, and it's an invalidated lap. It's an invalidated lap, but he can make it. Yes, he can make it another out lap. Okay, he has still time to. This is the last chance Crispy gets now to prove that he can make it into Q2. Oh. Oh, okay, we just got from production that Hutchin just died after the start of sector 3, yeah, where currently Blaze is. So that's also a corner where if you put too much power on, you can lose it really easy. But it is just interestingly, I don't know why the timing success this, but Hodgin is below Couch, which doesn't make any sense. Yes, that's a good point. Maybe Hudson got disqualified, but he would be put below Crispy as well, even if Crispy didn't post the time. I feel like we will find out if Crispy posts the time now here. We will see if Hudson is the one getting out, or if it's Couchy being out. Oh, it has got more. This just got more interesting than I thought. How did Hudson fuck this one up? I feel like Hudson just fucked him all by himself, and it's just Q1. He had it. Okay, Crispy taking it nice and slow, yes, as he only has to post the time. Looks like a very good time. And the one being out, okay, it's Couchy. Couchy being the one out. It just, Cult Master's being Cult Master, putting Hudson behind Couchy for a while. But as expected, Couchy, my guy, is sadly out. But like I said, the race is where you get points, and we've seen countless times where he just does his own thing and then just somehow sneaks into the top 10 while the others just crash and die. But like I said, Couchy's been a while since he raced. It's fair. We've cut him some slack. And with that, we currently have the drivers in the top 15. That being Sunny, Sidox, Cobb, Gaben, Santa, Miffy, Franklin, Monty, Blaze, Crispy, Shadowhopper, Scotty, Impress, Glenn, and Hodgson. With Hodgson just risking it too much. And I'm not sure why it says Hodgson has a red bar as well. So, oh, does that mean he's not able to do Q2 as well because he crashed completely? Oh my god, that is... Fair enough. Meaning Hodgson is also the one being out in Q1, pushing it too hard. It's fine. It's fine. Um, yes, we will soon just be starting with Q2. I'm ready for it. Q2 will be a little bit nice. Q2 will be interesting, more interesting, as we have 4 drivers being out now, with the top 10 only proceeding to Q3, and we still have intermediate weather, so this should be good. And we have it confirmed now, Hodgson is out. My guy doesn't... Why did you push in Q1 so hard? Well, alright, it's fine. And Couchy, while you're being in chat, don't worry, in the race I believe in you, you get some points, right? I believe in you. If not, it's fun. You did well. You did better than I expected. Alright. So, we already have cars out. Santa being the first one out. Sunny is out. Franklin, Blaze, Calm. Currently the ones being out on track. I think they're currently, yeah, Monty's also coming out. Impress is coming out. Glenn is coming out. So there, Miffy's coming out. Obviously, everyone wants to put in one good lap in time now, see how the timings are compared to the others, and then decide if they want to go for another round or not. Q2 is going to be a little bit more challenging, as the field is very close together. But you obviously don't want to push too hard, as the things can happen what happened to Hodgson, and you just crash into a wall, and even if you technically made it through, your car is broken beyond repair and you cannot continue. Oh well, things like that happen. Interesting to see will be, of course, if any unexpected drivers won't make it into Q3. But for that, we would need to wait for now and see what the current timings are and how everybody compares. Oh my god, something also being very dangerous. I mean, to be fair, Canada is a hard track even on the dry. You can push it a little bit more, you can risk it a little bit more, but you still have corners that are quite slippery. Especially this corner right here as well is a very difficult one. If you take too much curb, it will just launch you into fucking Narnia. But, you know, with the wet conditions being even more harder, and you have to be more careful on how to apply the power, it will be very taxing for the drivers. And on a track like Canada, on a wet, and on a 50%, it will be interesting to see who has the mental capacity to do good, because I will expect a lot of spins and crashes as somebody does, or forgets that on the wet you have a little bit longer braking distance. Well, enough chatting with me. Something's gonna put up the first timing for us now, and with that being a 1:19.8, I think it's similar to his Q1 timing. Yes, it is. He invalidated his next time. Sunny with a 1:19.1, a little bit slower than his Q1 times. Probably just making sure he gets through Q2, as he can probably comfortably sit in Q1. It is Sunny. He knows his pace. He doesn't want to push it too hard. Franking with a 120.998, very close to 121s. He probably wants to improve as if we go by the Q1 timings. The top 10 were around the times of 120.6, meaning he's currently out. Impress would be currently out, and sometimes Sunny would be in. But Q1 is one thing, Q2 is a different thing. Miffy sadly invalidated his lap as well. Like I said multiple times, very easy to do so, and very easy as Miffy did it right now to invalidate this and next lap if you invalidated your time in the last 2 corners. And very unfortunate, because that will cost you a lot of time, fuel, and tire wear. And nerves, obviously. We currently have another time. Shadow Hopper with a 120.1. Scott will put in a time of a 122.4, mimicking Couchy. I don't know, Scott, what was going on here? Or he doesn't even want to race on the track anymore. He just decided to to mow the lawn for some reason. I don't know. Scott, you good? He Okay, moving on. Let's just not question what Scott is doing. More timings on this board. Glenn 120.1, Blaze 120.7. Also slower than their Q1 times. I don't know what has happened here, if it rained a little bit more. I think Glenn's timing was faster than Q1. That was my bad. The only driver currently beating his Q1 time. All the others are half a second slower even. Gaben also invalidating. Very unlucky. Like I said, very frustrating. Crispy, the next one crossing the line. Let's see if he validates or he can make it. Okay, no invalidation. Looks clean. What will be the time? And it's gonna be a 120 flat. Almost flat. Very good time. We'll put it probably into the top 10. We could reflect. Probably Gaben just letting people by. He doesn't want to let his teammate by. Oh, okay. Okay, and we have comeback. Oh, let's go. That's what I wanted to see. Calm with a 120.064. Being back in the race, I hope. Being back at the top where he belongs. Oh, yes. I didn't expect this one, but I love this one. Oh, how the things have changed, right? Season 4 was like, oh, Karma's won again. Oh, I want somebody else to win. Now with Season 5 being, oh, Sunny won again. I want somebody else to win. And now Calm being the one that beats Sunny. It's like having Verstappen won all the races, and then you're suddenly happy that Hamilton won again. It feels weird, you know? But I'm happy that it happened. Currently we have apparently Shadow Hopper. Oh, yep, there we have it. Shadow Hopper losing his win. But he still has a good time of over 119.8. Which is not a bad time, and I think, in my opinion, he can rest easy as he will make it into Q3. We will see what Psyduck's time is gonna be as he crosses the line now. Oh, even slower than Couch's time. No one wanna do the first corner. What's happening? Every time or I don't know, commentator scores. Well, what's happening with first corner? Is it that slippery? Misjudging braking point can happen, but we've seen multiple drivers do that. Will be interesting to see in the race. Obviously, you hopefully don't want to do that mistake, so it's rather you do it now. But it's strange seeing multiple people already missing the brake point in turn 1. Gaben now, the next one, have put on a time that should be competitive. Let's hope. He had, I think, best sector 2, if I wasn't mistaken. did not invalidate, did not crash into the wall of champions. Very nice. The time looks very nice, and it's 1:19.4. So not quite threatening the top 2, but a good time, which puts him in P3. Now, we have only... okay, he was just letting Biffy go. I was frustrated for a second. I was like, oh, what's happening? But Biffy, the only one now being without a time, we'll just see and follow him, I guess, through this lap. And hopefully he will put in a good lap. And I mean, I said it earlier, the times are really close. And if you're not into the 119s, you might want to go out again and give it a next shot, because it might be close to dropping out in Q2, as it seems like. So, we will see. Maybe now, Sector 2, clean corner, a little bit of correction towards the exit, but I think that's still good. Oh, that was even the fastest Sector 2. Might he be threatening the top 2? That would be lovely. Obviously, everyone has a different car setup. Maybe people go for a better top speed in Sector 3 and part of Sector 2. Others go maybe for more traction, depending on what the car setup is. Obviously, they have better timings in one of the other sectors. We will see what Mithy's time is going to be. No invalidation, no crashing into the wall of fame. Even, oh, it looks really dodgy on the acceleration. It puts him on a 120.9, and that's just outside of the top 10. Just right behind Blaze, which sits at the P10, is currently the gatekeeper with a 120.7. Zydox obviously has to improve on his time. Let's see if this is the time he will improve it on, or if it validates. A nice right corner, left, and he validated. Oh no, that might be bad for him. There's front wing on the track as well. Oh, that's done. An 18.7. Oh, that stinks. Oh god. But that's what you get on this track. Just a little bit too close to the invalidation, and that's what you get. Sadly, it cost him 2 invalidation laps, meaning the last one and this one is gonna be invalidated. If he has enough sprint, he can go for it and put in a time here. Also, it will be very, very close if he can make it even another timeout. We will see. Sunny wasn't happy with Khan being sitting in P1, put in a 118.9, risking a little bit if you like, crashing the car. Maybe he felt comfortable and was like, nah, we'll show you the ways. And it sits P1 again, but it's just Q2, so it won't matter too much who is currently P1. What matters is who is outside of the top 10. Monty just is sitting now on the P10, putting Blaze in P11, meaning the time to beat now is the 120.4, and the drivers to do so are Zydox, Impress, Scotty, and Blaze that have to do so. Zydox doesn't have enough fuel, if you like, else he wouldn't opt in for pit and go out again. We will see if he makes another time around. For the time being, Impress is the only one outside of the top 10 not in the pits. Correction, Blaze is also outside and currently improving on his time, if you like. Scott also currently going out now. Impress on an out lap, so he will start his out lap soon. We will see. We will see. Who's the current front runner? I think it's Franklin. Okay, yeah, Franklin also now starting his hot lap. He doesn't need to improve, but he feels like he has to improve. Maybe threatened by the timings or by his own time, as he's only just close to 119th. Okay. Impress currently on the hot lap. He has to improve. Whoa, that... Okay. Impress just Tokyo drifting around these corners. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This won't be a competitive time at all. Too much power, too much drifting, not a lot of grip. So, Brandon invalidates. He still has another shot. He will not take the other shot. He will pit. And I think that's settled because I don't think he has enough time to go out and do an out lap and a hot lap again. So, let's see if Empress can improve. Let's see if Zydox has to improve. Scott has to improve. Blaze still has to prove. He has to go out soon, else he won't make it either. Like I said, the latest you can go out is 145. Optionally want to go out now, 150. What would be Impress's time be? What is that? Is that faster than his initial lap? No, it's not. Crispy retiring in the pits, which makes sense as his time is quite competitive. Calm with a 118.7. That's what I like to see. But I want to see that in Q3, guys. Come on, chill out. Chill out now. It's for the top 10. Can somebody pass them the script that in Q3 it's about pole, not in Q2, or is it more about ego? It could be about ego. But yeah, well, Calm and Sunny is proving each other wrong. They are the fastest. Currently, we have below the top 10, trying to prove they can make it into Q3, with Shadowhopper retiring. Oh my god, that was very close. Shadowhopper retiring on track, meaning even if he is through Q3, he won't make it. So that now it's the optional time, and it's very dangerous. It's compromising some of the people's line, I feel like, which is very unfortunate. Let's see if that will cost them the time that would have gotten them into Q3 or not. Impress now, being the first one outside of the top 10, proving that they can make it to Q3 or not. He has a big slide, and not major damage with a 120.8. He improved, but it wasn't enough. He is just outside the top 10. He still has another go. He can still go for one more lap if he has enough ERS and fuel to do so. We will see. Let's see. Currently, Blaze is the only one. Oh, invalidated. Can he make it? No, he cannot. It's unlucky. Like I said, it's very unlucky. I don't know why he waited so long. Maybe he wanted to tweak his setup or some shit. But he is officially out. Psydox flexing on everyone with a 118.7. Showing Calm and Sunny there's a third driver that can challenge them for P1. And he did that with just the best timing he could ever done, because he was just with a 145 at the bottom, just chilling and vibing. Scott, now the next one. I want to see my bot obviously in the Q3. Let's see if he can improve, if he can make it happen. 115, 116, it doesn't look very likely. 120, 120.6 puts him 13th place, just ahead of Impress. Miffy is the next one. So yeah, seeing I don't think that's even a good time. Having a big slide, 116, and he just no, he couldn't improve on the time. Very similar to his last time. Calm again. Guys, it's Q2. It's Q2. Relax. Do it in Q3. Oh my god, I'm hyped now for Q3. If you only do this in Q2, I'm very disappointed. I want to see this in Q3. But as so far, Impress is pitted, meaning he won't make it and he won't improve. The times are confirmed like they are right now. Shadowhopper made it into Q3. He broke his car though, so he won't race in Q3. There are only 9 cars racing in Q3 showing, and yeah, they wanna see who's the best of the rest. With that being said, Impress, Scott, Blaze, Miffy, and Shadowhopper all out in Q2. Shadowhopper being out because of a crash. The others are out because they sadly didn't have the fastest time. They were just a little bit short of the top 10. And with that being said, I hope we have an interesting Q3. Because, whew, that Q2 times with Sunny and Calm going back and forth, I love this. That's what I signed up for, and that's what I want to see in Q3. We'll see. With 118.6 being the target time, we'll see how close they can get than the Q3 on those times. Cobb looks like he's back in shape, which might be an interesting, or might feature an interesting race then. And what's more interesting is that Psydox and Sunny, they're in the same team. But It will be interesting to see if Psydox is just happy playing the driver 2 or not. But we will see in the race. For now, we have Q3, 9 drivers. All 9 drivers want to prove that they have the pace to be Q1. Calm instantly is going out because he knows he has a free track in front of him. I feel like there's another car in front of him, just sneaked in front of him. Very unlucky, so he's only the 3rd car out. But regardless, this is it. And now, just make or break. Even if you break a car, it doesn't matter, as long as you put in a very good lap time. For the race, the engineers, they might hate you, but you're gonna have a car again, and you will be able to race. If not for Codemasters shitting on you, obviously, but that's a completely different thing. Race engineers probably weren't happy about Glenn what he did, as he is going out on softs. I cannot see if it's raining currently. I mean... not sure if that was Int or Codemasters or whatever it was. Very interesting strategy. It's very interesting strategy. I feel like it's a little bit too early for softs, but why not? You can go for it, I guess, Glenn. Just don't put it into a wall too early, as you have 10 minutes to prove that your soft strategy maybe worked, I guess. Alright! Let's see who we want to ride on with. Who is at the front? Somta is the first one. I feel like, yeah, let's ride on with Somta. Yes, he is the first one putting in a time. And Count is shortly behind him. He will probably show what the time is gonna be that you have to beat. But Somta is the first one to set a time, and then we will see. Sector 1. Let's see how he will provide sector. Oh my! And he DNFs! Oh no! Very unfortunate. Losing the car in sector 1. Pushed it a little bit too far. Calm invalidated his lap. So it looks like Glenn put on the soft tires, and Calm and Somta had the grip of the soft tire. So I don't know what happened there, but Somta being out, only 8 cars left. So if you post a time, you're already inside the top 8. Glenn on his softs is remaining, is staying out. So he just gave the grip to Somta, I guess. Oh my god, Tokyo drifting around. Second corner, sorry. Calm invalidated as well. Sunny is not invalidated, he's on inters. And it will be interesting to see what his time is gonna be. As he's now on the back straight. He will pass his first time if he does not invalidate here. Good 2 corners. No, nice exit. I love this. And the time is gonna be a 1:18.8. He can do faster than that. Or not. As I've seen Q2 times is a 1:18.9, so he already peaked. Monty and Franklin being 1 second off the pace. That seems to be business as usual. It'll be interesting to see what Glenn's time is. Oh no, he invalidated. Fair enough. I mean, he cannot even keep his car on track. Feels like, yep, as he even doesn't even want to make the corner. Luckily, there's no car behind him. Else, that would have been a maybe. Oh my. He cannot even turn. Oh god, what did you do? What happened? Oh god. Crispy retired. Crispy put in a time that was 4/10 of Sunny's time, but then retired in a very weird spot. So he probably lost it and couldn't catch his car anymore, and then just drove into a wall there. So at least he put in a time. Will be interesting to see how close the others can go to his time. As of now, he's P2. He will not improve. Calm beating the time, being very close to Sunny's time with 0.015 behind Sunny. So that will be interesting to see. Psydox obviously is one driver to look out for as well. Usually I'd say Gaben, but Gaben was in Q2 P5 of a 1:19.4, being almost a second down on Calm's time. Will be interesting to see if he just played it slow because of Q2, or if it's just his time. But then car next, or currently car, we're gonna see what Sadok's gonna put in. Q2 didn't look like the fastest sector. Q1, I can't remember being the fastest sector either. So it will be interesting to see what his time is gonna be and how close he will be to the other two in front. I feel like, I don't know, he had a little bit of a wobble at the start. Okay, he does not invalidate. Very nice. He doesn't put it quite into a wall. His time is gonna be 1:18.8, and it's just good for P3. Very whoa! Whoa! I love this one. I love this. Look at the top three. That's insane. Calm with oh, I validated 1:18. I feel like it was 6 or something. So very, very good time. But he validated in the last lap. Very frustrating. Last corners. Very frustrating. But like I said, it happens. Next one is Monty. Will he improve? He will not because he's already down in his time. He'll probably start his out right now. Gaben is also out. He's soon on the back straight. He invalidated as well. Very unfortunate. Oh, but he's 3/10 down. I didn't even see that. He's 3/10 down on Sunny's time. Close, yes, but not as close as the other two calm inside of that's Monty into a wall. Oh no. Oh no, very unfortunate. But for now, I think everyone's just waiting on the timing to go out once again. The refill, probably get a new set of tires, so they want to go out on a fresh set of inters. Maybe Glenn want to put in some inters as well before he goes out. I don't know. Maybe he sticks to his softs. But the track looks still very wet. Psyducks, meanwhile, putting in the P1. And that time! Half a second faster than Sunny's time. Holy cow, pinch me. What is happening? Where did this time come off? Half a second. I mean, Sunny is a good driver. We've all known that. But he's good in the dry. We've not seen a lot of him on the wet. And Psyduck's showing he's very good driver in the wet and dry. With half a second being faster than P2 currently Sunny. Oh, come on. Where are the times? Where are you, Sunny? Where are you, Cobb? Gaben as well. Come on, hop in there. Crispy sadly can't push anymore as he crashed out. So he will hope that he will remain P5 and not drop any further. Obviously, the guys behind him wanna improve on the times and wanna beat Crispy's time. Gaben is gonna go out on the inters. I don't know what Glenn's doing. Maybe Glenn's waiting for the track to dry up with every inter driver clearing up the track. And it could play out well, but it might be an int. Glenn's coming out now and looks like he put in some inters. So he came to his senses. Inters is the thing when the track is wet, as soft was not the tech. It could have worked out, to be fair. It might have worked out if the track would have dried out quite a lot. But it doesn't look like that the track will dry out anytime soon. So he will have to do his time in inters. Franklin, I think he just did a 2/10 faster time. But yeah, he's on another out lap. We will see what he will improve. Psyducks is in the pits. He still has about a minute left until he has to go out again for his last attempt if he wants to. Sunny, Calm, Gaben, or an out lap, Monty on an out lap. It will be interesting to see if and who can conquer Psyducks' time now. Franklin now on finishing Sector 2, starting with Sector 3. It will not be a purple sector. He is less than a 10th down on his time. Don't think that will be a good time. Maybe he's not even pushing that hard. He's just testing the waters and saving 1 years. Who knows? I hope that's just what it is. The car behind him is Gaben. No, it's Glenn. Because Gaben is... Yes. With the fastest sector time. Oh, Glenn validating. Not good. is it invalidated for this and next lap, or is it only validated for one lap? It's only validated for one lap. Okay, so he has another shot to go for it. I think if he's fast enough, he can go for another hot lap. So he can go for this and another one until the timer runs out. But for now, I'm interested to see Sunny, Calm, and Gaben. Which one of those can threaten Cydax? Cydax is now out also on an out lap, so he knows what to do. He will obviously want to improve. He cannot settle for a time. Even though it is half a second up, the others can probably and will probably find time as well to threaten that. So you don't want to chill too much. Sunny posted a faster time. It was only about 2/10 faster. Gaben getting really close to that Zydox time. But still, no one beating Zydox. They're very close, not beating the time so far. Khan next up, crossing the line. It looks like a really slow time. Probably just saved his ERS. This will probably be his outlap now. He doesn't want to invalidate. Monty retires. Very unfortunate. That will be his time. Not beating Crispy. Hoping that Franklin and Glenn won't improve on his times. Franklin does improve on his time and puts Monty down on 7th place. Oh, very unfortunate way to park his car, but will not impede any other drivers. His car's cleared up now. We're currently driving with Sunny. He wants to improve on his time. It will be his last lap time, as he will probably cross the time exactly when the flag will drop. We will see if he can threaten Sadok's time, his teammates' time, the reserve driver's time. I would just want to repeat this. The reserve driver's time. Oh, that was a slide and a half from Sunny, losing a little bit of time with that. And it will put him in P1. Very, very close. But that's what I signed up for. Less than a half a tenth. Oh. All right, Zydox in the pits. What happened there? Unlucky. He will not beat his time. Validated on the last corner. No, not like that. He would have had a 180.3, and that would have not put him in P1. That would have put him in P3, but still beating Gaben's time. Gaben also in the pit. That will sell the first 4 positions. Franklin isn't validated. No, meaning that. Oh God, and he's just put it into the wall completely. Let's see if Glenn, what's happening? he has a puncture on the front left. Okay, fair enough. That's the timing. That is. Oh my God, that looks horrific. Glenn sadly couldn't get a time. I don't know what he was thinking with the first soft stint, with the time he didn't want to do. But that will be it. Sunny is the pole position for today in the Canadian Grand Prix, with Zydox being very close next to him in P2. Gaben also very, very close, a 10th of Sunny's time, less than a 10th of Zydox times in P3. Khan, very unfortunate, half a second. He could have been closer to that. He just invalidated, sadly. In P4, Crispy P5, Franklin P6, Monty P7, Glenn and Santa rounding out the 8th and 9th place. And we have no P10, as P10 crashed out in Q2. Oh my God. All right. Okay. So while the drivers are getting ready, while production is getting ready. Yes. Yes, please. While we're waiting on them, let's talk about some constructors. All right. There you guys have it on the screen currently. Red Bull still ahead in the constructors. Red Bull today hosted only by Miffy. Miffy's will be starting in P11, as he couldn't quite make it into top 10 early on. He will be the whole hope of the Red Bull boys. He is the one that has mitigate the damage that the Aston Martin boys will do today, or the Racing Point in the 2020 game, being Sunny and Zydox. So he will obviously try to score as many points as possible. Sunny and Psydox as a team will probably try to finish as they will start with P1 and P2. The order doesn't have to be Sunny in front of Psydox. I hope it won't be like that, as it will be for a very boring race at the front. Yes. Championship points and better math. Let me check real quick. It's 30, 50, 49 points. Red Bull is ahead on 49 points. That gives them about two race advantage. With that being said, if Sunny and Sadok finish P1 and P2 today, they will close that gap very much down. Miffy obviously has to score. Um, let's just count. Let's just pretend if he doesn't score any points, that would mean the next race next week, Aston Martin can surpass Red Bull because they would have closed down the gap very much so. So the fight for the championship position one in constructors is very much open. So yes, Aston Martin is behind, but it is not by far. So, we've talked a lot about the first positions. Further down, I mean, I don't know how often we've talked about it, but Ferrari is not doing bad either. They're sitting in constructors third and fourth, Alfa Romeo being fourth, and that's not bad. They're yes, they won't contest for P2. That is out of the question, but they can hold down P3. As Alfa Romeo obviously can threaten Ferrari, which is quite interesting, because that would be hilarious if Alfa Romeo finishes ahead of Ferrari. But that is not that unlikely, as we've seen with the Mercedes project. Williams ahead of Mercedes in the constructors. P5, Mercedes P6, and even down by about 60 points. So very interesting constellation happening here. Further down, we have Alpine with the boys of. Oh, let me get real quick. Shadow Hopper and how's it called again? Franklin? No, not Franklin. Monty. Monty and Shadow Hopper in the Renault in this game. Alpine being in the sheet in the constructors. They're currently sitting at P7, 70 points behind Mercedes. So they obviously want to try and close that gap down. But they have, I'd say, enough of a gap to AlphaTauri, as they're currently sitting at 66 points. No one's driving today in AlphaTauri. And yeah, and I've just found out that I've read it wrong because AlphaTauri sits at 9th with McLaren sitting at P8. And we're currently 30 points behind Alpine. And today my boys are racing for me. Obviously, we have Kauchi, who's back, and Scott, who starts P13, and Kauchi starting all the way at the back, 16. And all the way at the back, we have Haas with 55 points. He is with Impress and Hudson. Hudson dropping out of Q1 after a crash in Q1. He will start in P15. We will see what he will do, and Impress will start P14. So also a very unlucky scenario for them. That means the bottom half of the constructors starts from the bottom half in today's race. We'll see how many points they will get, if even any, because we have 16 drivers, meaning 6 drivers don't get any points, and 10 drivers will get will get points. We will just have to see who. Um, all good. Production, reject, no, okay. Um, yes, we're currently waiting on the drivers in production just to get ready. No rush in there. Oh, and I just closed every fucking window. Oh my god, I hate this Windows feature. Uh, for anybody that doesn't know, if you wiggle a window in Windows, it just closes every application you have it open. Ah, okay, Pog. Thank you, prediction. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I panicked for a second. I was like, oh fuck, where did I put everything? But we're back. Okay, interesting race. It's gonna be a wet race. Uh, no margin for error here, as it's a street circuit, as it is very close. The gap between the drivers in the top 10 were about a second, with Glenn being the one with 1.5 seconds down, but that time was probably on a more cautious lap, as you did it on the soft, probably. Not sure. 1 second, guys. I'll just put on the lightning. I am alright. I just tripped over. I am not dead. Please. Okay, I'm ready. All right, then we're gonna say the starting grid now. The starting grid for today's Canada Grand Prix is gonna be first Sunny, Zydox second, very both of them equal pace. Third and fourth place, we're gonna have Salty Salty Gaben and Calm, with Calm being very unfortunate, half a second down, invalidating at the last lap, last corner. P6, P5, we have Franklin and Crispy, Franklin being blood to blade here, and Alfa Romeo and Williams drivers. Next up, we have Monty and Glenn, Glenn being the one going out on the soft and wet track. Very interesting choice. Ninth and 10th position, we have Santa and Shada Hopper. Shada Hopper couldn't complete in Q3 as he broke his car in Q2. P11 and P12, Miffy and Blaze Homewrecker. Scott, impressive P13 and P14. And running at the end, we have 15 and 16, Hodgson and Kauchi, with Hodgson breaking his car in Q1 and Kauchi just being slow. Sorry, Kauchi. Just, it is what it is. And with that starting grid, we're gonna soon hop into the race, and hopefully we'll be having a very interesting race. I'm hyped for it. Okay. Yes. Um. Oh yeah, we also don't know if Scott's time, no, not Scott's time, sorry, if Crispy's time was Crispy, because I only saw him disconnecting, never reconnecting, but I would say it is his time. Also, Scott saying he got the seat. Okay, he will probably be in the car after the race start today, because this game is lovely and has no bugs whatsoever. So yeah. Okay. While we're waiting for the teams to ready up, what usually I would go on to predictions. I would go by myself now, or if you guys in the chat want to say yes. Let's just say, wow, what are the predictions, guys? What do we want to do? Let's say, um, okay, let's make it. Fuck. I'm bad at these things. Let's just say driver of the day, Hodgson, yes or no, as he will be starting from P15. That will be nice prediction, I feel like, because the game I think will just favor in how many places you gained, and with Hodgson being Hodgson, he will either crash or just put in a good performance. I feel like that's a good prediction we can put in. All right, nice. With the predictions, guys, just vote it in the chat. The Twitch chat, you can vote your points. You can gain big points with that. So if you voted correctly, if you voted wrong, you can lose a lot of points, but that's gambling for you. So yes, but let's go. Will be Hodgson, driver of the day today, as he will be starting from P15 right in front of Couchy. Or will he just, will it be too much for him starting that far back in the wet, not seeing shit because the spray, and just crash into the next car? Oh, well, there's gonna be. I feel like the latter is gonna be the case. Well, I don't know. Impress might be that way. Impress is one driver that likes to gain a lot of plays at the start, which is not wrong in doing so because at the start you can gain and lose a lot of positions. Only thing Impress is a double-edged sword, meaning he can sometimes gain a lot of positions and oftentimes he will lose a lot of positions because he just breaks his car. Uh, while I'm getting gang because somebody doesn't know that opening a door is taking time. Yes, yes, okay, okay. All right. So, uh, for fuck's sake, so mom tried to open the door and she tried to do it in a slow fashion way, but my door is creaking, so you just hear. No, sadly, I have nothing anime like on my in my room. Else, I would have been disowned by my dad for a long while ago. Well, I have that one post, and he already questioned me about it a lot, so that's the only thing I have. So when I'm living all by myself, I will put in a lot of anime posters and cushions and pillows and all that shit. Hee. All right, nice. Okay. While we are thinking of if we're gonna have a restart or not, Formation Lab is gonna be underway soon. Um, Brandon being very confused. Oh, I wanna. Does anybody else use Discord Party? I don't know if you guys know this, but Discord currently has a feature called Discord Party, and we're just throwing confetti all around you. And I think I have to turn that feature a little bit down, as it's too much confetti and it's killing my PC. Okay. Well, Formation Lab in the background now. We have, it looks like a sunny weather. All right. Okay. So that might either spice things up or worse things, as Sunny and Cydox might just fuck all and do their own races, like Sunny's doing right now in the Formation Lab. Um, Sunny, can somebody tell him it's not a race yet? Okay, so Scott is currently disconnected. Very unfortunate. We will see if he will regain his car or if he will restart. All right, let's talk tires. As this is a dry race, we're gonna have 2 tire combined mandatory. We've seen the first 4 cars being the fastest drivers. Cam, Sunny, Sidox, Gaben, starting on the mediums. Behind them, Crispy, Franklin on the softs. Behind them, Monty, Glenn on mediums. Then again, softs. Then again, a pair of mediums. That's very interesting. That's always a pair. Scott on the soft, Hutchin and Kachi on the soft. Everyone else opted for medium. Probably the medium soft was the more better strategy, but who knows, maybe the soft tires are hoping for a safety car, which is not unlikely in a Canadian Grand Prix very early on, but it's more likely very towards the end of this Grand Prix. As our powered by AWS prediction pit stop strategy is saying it's a 2-stop strategy. I doubt that most of the people will do 1 stop, but who knows, tire degradation. My setups were always quite tire degradation burning, meaning I would have opted in for a 2-stop. Let's see. Okay. As there's no call for restart from production so far, this is the race start. We're gonna see, and we're gonna have 5 lights going out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on, and away we go. With Sunny having a very good start. Cydox doesn't seem to have a very good start at the start. We have Crispy Calm dropping up far some places back. The first corner looks so far so good. The soft drivers of Songta dropping a little bit. No major incident in the first corner, which is very positive. And there's already a crash. Never mind. That is the car of Crispy. Very unfortunate. Spinning around. Crispy, so far as I remember, was on the soft tires, so not too bad for him. Very unfortunate. I don't think he broke anything. And yes, the one that dropped the most now. The one that gained the most is Impress with 4 positions. Like I said, he is either gain a lot or lose a lot. He gained 4 positions. Somta also gained a lot of positions, currently in P6 from P9. These two gained a lot. And also Couchy P13, so he's also one to not forget. Two McLaren boys are fighting Miffy currently in position 12, with Couchy even going for it. Let's go! Couchy and Scott are on softs. Miffy is on mediums. Maybe that will compromise him. Couchy will give up that position, sadly. He does not want to go side by side there. Maybe he's gonna have another go here. You need to put in more grips, Couchy. Scott losing the position to Hodge. Hodge being very aggressive. Oh, he tries on the outside. Scott holding that position. Very nice. Very, very nice. So far, only Crispy, Monty, and Impress. Monty, Impress pitting, probably because of damage. Very unfortunate. The race is not over for them, but it's most unlikely they will regain if there's no other safety car. Towards the top, not much changed. Gabe and Calm, Zydox, Sunny all remain the same. Sunny already gone a little bit from Zydox. Gabe and Calm also very close to each other. So the top four will probably fight this one out. Franklin is 1 second behind Calm. Hasn't dropped out too far behind, but I will expect him to drop a little bit further. Will be interesting to see when the GS will open, as this will put in a little bit more spice, especially in the top four. Well, I said Sunny was gone. I take that immediately back because Cydox is not the one to just give up that easily, and that shows in the fastest lap time of Cydox, 1:12.4, showing to his teammate, yes, I know I'm only second driver, I'm technically a reserve driver, but don't count me out yet. And these four at the front are on the medium tires, while I think Franklin was the one on the soft tires. Soft are also behind them, behind Franklin, also on soft tires, so they should technically be faster than the guys in front, but we will see how this one will shape up. So far, not really much has happened. Yes, we had a little bit unfortunate to start with Crispy, Monty, and Empress. But other than that, I haven't seen any major incidents so far. No debris on the track, no safety car, no virtual safety car. So this is very good. We seen only Hodger making good positions. Miffy already gone as well. I don't know what Scott is doing. That does not look healthy. But while Scott is doing some spooky shit, Couchy somehow loses positions. And what the fuck is that? What did Crispy just do? I'm very confused. I mean, okay. I take everything back. This is a clusterfuck. Scott, what are you doing? I hope it's just the ping and not something he just got. Oh my god, Scott retired. Scott retired? Huh? I see him on the track. Okay, well, Scott's car is being dodgy and hopefully not the lobby itself. And the car despawning hopefully soon. Not continuing to drive. Crispy's even more unfortunate today because it's the second time he got into a collision. This time around he even had to pit for it, which is quite unlucky. Impress on the hards, by the way. He also had a collision early on, had to pit as well as Monty. So these two also are at the back. Meanwhile, while that is happening at the back, Sumter got a penalty. I assume for corner cutting, a 3-second penalty, which is quite unfortunate. But we will probably see more drivers having these, as this track is very unforgiving. Gaben is going for it. Zydox and Sunny are fighting for P1 also. That's what I like to see. Come on! Yes! Zydox being in front of Sunny. Gaben also want to have a piece of that. Come on. That is something. That's what I signed up for. That is what I signed up for. Oh yeah, okay, no. Sunny now in P2. I don't know if that was communication team. Monty meanwhile getting a 3-second. Blaze getting a 3-second. Like I said, this track will get us a lot of penalties. We will see towards the end who's the one with the least getting the most positions. But besides that, so far, very good to see that the top is not boring as expected to be. While that Santa has a puncture. Oh no, he probably ran over some debris or something. Oh no, that is very frustrating. And Santa had a very good start, but with the puncture now, compromising his race. Oh. He literally took the square tire to literally decided to opt in for a square tire on the top front right. Well, poor Santa. He obviously has to pit. It will be interesting to see if he pits for medium or fast and tries to go to the end as well. Don't go speeding in the pit line. Nice. Okay, well, we'll see him follow his pits. Oh, and this game, for you guys that don't know, is very, very shit in regards of if you have a puncture and go into the pits, because usually you go into pits with about 50 40 kilometers an hour, but if you have a puncture, it just slows you down to 20 or like fucking 10, so you lose even more time than you should lose or technically would lose. That means Santa's race is really fun. He is opted in for mediums. We will see if where he comes out and how good he can. Williams boys don't have a good race today, do they? Very unfortunate. Mitty retired. Oh no, and the only hope for Red Bull retired. There's a virtual safety car. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, very unfortunate spot. Very easy to lose there. But that's Miffy out. Sad. I feel like he was doing really well. But alright, we'll see. Couchy in the top 10. Yes, that's what I like to see. Shut up pitting, because in the virtual safety car you lose less time than you usually use. He was on the soft, so he will go onto the mediums, has his mandatory pit stop done. He will hope probably for another safety car when he has to pit for the medium tires again. He can go a little longer than the top 4 will do. Franklin got a drive through because of speeding on the VC. Good job, Franklin. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, Franklin the only one being on the soft and the top 7 right now. That is very unfortunate for Franklin because he was doing a really, really well job. Alright, we have 2 DNFs so far. Scott with his dodgy DNF, even though it didn't look like DNF, he just DNF'd. Miffy DNFing, very unfortunate, losing his car, probably the only hope for Red Bull done today. There's no Red Bull, no AlphaTauri in today's race anymore. AlphaTauri didn't even create any driver, so very unlucky. There will be no points. But regardless, we have a very interesting fight for the top 4. And that's what I signed up for, because the top 4 is where the spiciness happens. We see Dan making a move on Blaze, that's very good. Putting himself in P7. He has the advantage of soft tires. He should probably pit soon because I think softs last about 10 laps in Canada. If I'm not mistaken, maybe maximum 12. But Blaze obviously doesn't just let him go. Ooh, that was a little bit of oversteer. That cost him a little bit of time. If he remains inside the DRS, he can make another move and sector 2 where there's another DRS zone. So far, Prix is the only one going hard, so he's going for a long way. Oh my god, Brandon does not look stable. He has DRS now, he opens it, he's too far away for that short DRS straight. He will probably try to stay inside the 1 second so he can make another move. The front, we have a DRS train. And they've gone. Glenn is 10 seconds behind them, with Franklin now having to serve this drive-through penalty, putting him into P8. The front is very much settled. Cobb with that first 3 second, also Gaben with his first 3 second. So out of the top 4, the first 2 with a penalty, and that looks very interesting. Gaben is making a move on the outside, now on the inside. Can he make it stick? He can make it stick. Zydox now, P3, Sunny P1, Gaben P2. Calm very close to that. Okay, yes, I love this. Let's see if they can make it happen. If Zydox can make another move on the next DRS now. Gaben obviously has also DRS, so he will not have the disadvantage. Calm also probably trying. Sunny, the only driver ahead that doesn't have DRS, but he can stay ahead. Let's see if he can stay ahead for the next back straight as well, as this is the long straight where you lose really a lot of time if you don't have DRS. But you have to get a good exit, as we see Gaben locking up. That was cost him probably a lot of time. That cost him good amount of time. And Zydox now really close to him. Calm very close to Zydox as well. So we will see, can somebody make a move? that DRS train is not good. DRS trains are technically never good because the you don't see a lot of overtaking besides maybe the first car that doesn't have DRS. As we see now, Gaben making he tried to make a move, didn't have enough pace to actually make the move in the end, but he's very close to Sunny. Sunny doesn't have a calm race today. He doesn't get it. He's put under pressure, and that is very good because our world champion has to handle the pressure of the other drivers behind him as well, and still trying to stay ahead with no mistakes. We will see if he can show us this today, if he has what it takes to be a champion. With Gaben threatening him behind him, we have further back Franklin and Cauchy in the pits. Cauchy changes his front wing from... Okay, that was just Cutman, so I thought but okay, Cauchy pitting on mediums. Franklin was pitting on the hards, so Franklin is also trying to go to the end with a one-stop strategy, while Cauchy is probably opting in for a two-stop. On the front, we see Gaben now making a move on the outside. He did it once with Psyducks. He is doing it again with Sunny. Can he make it stick? He's just barely ahead. The next one is an inside. He has the advantage. He makes it stick. He is P1. Gaben currently P1. Sunny P2. Psyducks P3. And Khan P4. Very close at the front. Gaben now has the disadvantage as he does not have DRS. The cars behind him do have DRS. Let's see if he can stay ahead of this. Meanwhile, Blaze got another 3-second penalty, currently sitting at 6. Oh my god, that looked very dangerous from what happened to Sunny. He oversteered quite a lot, giving Gaben a little bit more of breathing room. But will this be enough of a breathing room for Gaben, or is that not enough as Sunny is only less than a half a second behind him? With DRS now open, can he defend himself? Does he have the ERS to do so? Sunny going on the outside. He makes the pass. He has the better top speed. Can Gaben make the comeback? Sunny has the DRS because the detection zone we only have one. We have 2 DRS zones. Psyducks also slipping through. So Gaben had the P1, lost it in 1 DRS detection zone with 2 DRS straights, and is back to P3. But that can all happen again because that's the power of the DRS. Khan got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. The first one from the top 4 on 6 seconds. Hodgson is now pitting for the medium tires. And I think Valenti also had the 2-second before. I'm not sure about that. Alright, so we have currently Khan, Blaze, and Monty on 6 seconds. Santa also on 6 seconds. The only one 3 seconds this game so far. Everyone else doesn't have a penalty so far. Let's see how the top will shape. We are only 12 laps in, and the top is constantly changing, and that's what I signed up for. Meanwhile, Franklin also 3-second penalty. This first 3 seconds, which will not change quite a lot for now, but it will change a lot towards the end probably. We will have to see and wait. Khan currently the only one inside the top 4, close to them, but not making any moves and just seeing the battle at the front. Psyducks overtaking Sunny. Sunny now dropping back to P2. Gaben also very close to Sunny. Sunny will probably have the DRS of Psyducks. Psyducks will probably lose. Will only be interesting to see. The more interesting part now will be, is any of the top 4 trying to go for an undercut? Because you don't want to sit in the train. You will want to have a puffer. You want to gain time. You want to overtake. The one that most likely can do it is Calm, as he is the one that didn't battle at the front row currently and is a little bit behind everyone else. But the likes of Sunny and Game can also do it. Zydox, if he drops a place, can also do it. He can technically even overcut if he wants to. The question being, who's gonna do it and who are they gonna do it? So far, the biggest gainer, Hodgson, with 8 positions gained. So as of now, as the standings of now, driver of the day would go to him. So everyone that bet for him will gain quite a amount of points. Gaben thought 2 times about the overtake, lost a little bit of time. Will not make it for the next years as well. And Tom is in the pot. So he will try for the undercut. He will try to go for the undercut. Obviously, he tries and hopes for that he can gain all 3 positions, as he was inside the 1 second, even inside the half a second, and he puts out a good outlap. He might even jump all 3 of them, depending on where he comes out now, as Shadowhopper was really close to the exit, but he's just in front of him, and he made it stick, so we will have to have a good outlap to stay ahead of him. Meanwhile, we have Hudson overtaking Glenn, getting in another position. Hudson is on a streak today. So he is currently up to P6. We'll see if he can make anything happen. Currently, Zydox outside of Sunny's DRS. I don't know what happened here. So far as I was aware, Sunny was just behind Zydox. Gaben has the DRS now. We'll see if he can make a move. If he can make a move, he is not using the overtake right now. He's not using any ERS. Sunny is going into the box, so that they'll probably go for 2 different surges, which makes sense. Gaben is obviously now trying to make the best out of it and has to pass Zydox. Zydox obviously wants to try and stay ahead. Let's see where Sunny comes out, ahead or behind Calm. Calm is now coming on the straight now. And it looks like Calm passes Sunny. So that was a very good undercut. The other 2 are still outside, so he didn't cut them. If they would have pitted all 3, he would have passed all 3. Calm is comfortably ahead 1.5 seconds outside the DRS, so he did this undercut very well. Will be interesting to see when Zydox and Gaben gonna pit and where they're gonna drop to, as if they stay out too much, they might even risk dropping behind Shadowhopper, as he's also very close when Calm pitted. Currently, we do not have much happening except Glenn and Hodgson also fighting for it. Hodgson passing Glenn. Glenn. Okay, I thought he might send it. Meanwhile, Sunny is the next one to get him booked for a 3 second. It's Konakate. Zydox is the only one not having any penalties. Gaben going for it, but that was very... Okay, that was dangerous, I feel like. He was going for it, but then opted in for pitting. And Zydox didn't want to pit and had to take a corner. It felt like it could have ended badly, but luckily it did not. The stewards have to look into that if they want to appeal. We see Calm and Sunny coming up now. Calm obviously gonna be ahead with the fastest lap. Sunny also passing Gaben. Gaben might have hinted it a little bit if he waited 1 lap too long, as here comes Shadowhopper. No, he's comfortably ahead. Now it will be interesting to see when Zydox is gonna pit. Is Zydox making a run for medium softs? That's the question. How long can the mediums go for? I feel like 20 laps, maybe 25, maybe 23 is around that. Is the maximum you can push, but then you will risk losing a lot of time. And I don't know if the softs can last for 13 seconds as well, after 13 laps. Meanwhile, Glenn, while he's trying to maintain Hodgson behind him, while he re-overtook him, got another 3 seconds. Very unlucky with that. Blaze now also on the tail of Hodgson. So I don't know what happened with Hodgson. He's dropped quite far behind Glenn, so maybe tire degradation there. So Blaze also got a 3 second penalty. Zydox now in the pits. Okay, so he will probably put in a medium as well. Medium soft is so medium soft. It is for the front runners. Or yeah, because they have a mandatory pit stop, they still have to do it. Zydox risking even Shadowhopper, like I said. The Shadowhopper is gonna be in front of it. No, he just barely made it. So he needs to Calm with another 3 seconds. That is not good. 9 seconds is not something you can pull away from at the top 4, because Sunny, Gaben, and Zydox are talented drivers, and you cannot afford to have a 9 second penalty with these. Alright, let's see. I mean, Gaben still has 6 seconds. Sunny also has a 3 seconds. We will see how this one will be shaping out. Alright, Monty now making a move on Impress. He thought about it. He's still waiting 1 more lap. Monty on the mediums. Impress on the... Oh! Ooh, nice catch, keeping it out of the wall, Monty. Sadly, costing me quite a lot of time. I feel like Empress also had a wobble, but caught it a little bit better than Monty did. So, very unlucky. He's now very far behind Empress. Crispy also regained a little bit. Gabe and meanwhile with the fast lap. Crispy also regained a little bit of his race back as he is currently sitting at P10. Yes, 12 seconds behind, but we will see if he can maybe make the strategy work and hop into better positions. As his race got compromised very early in this race. Currently, not much happening. Very spread out. Everyone's very spread out. For the likes of the Red Bull boys, Travis, he's probably happy that Sunny isn't currently P1. But we will see if this will remain like this or if that will change, as Calm has a 9-second penalty and Sunny only 3 seconds. So we will see. Kachi currently 2 seconds behind Santa, and usually he's the back marker. Well, I don't like shitting on him. He always was in the races the one driver that was always a lap down, always the back marker that was going out of his way and was nowhere near competitive. And with the break, it looks like it did him good. He's not near close to competing for the top 10, but he's still putting up a good fight. And that's very impressive for Kauchi and very impressive for him on his first race back. And I mean, at least he didn't put in a wall. Scott. No, sorry. But meanwhile, we have, I think Zydox was the last who did the fastest lap. So he will try to close the gap down. Gaben now closing the gap to Sonny. How about there? So, the top 3 closing in together. Yes! That's what I like to see. That's what I love to see. And while the 3 are fighting, Zedek's probably happy about that, so he can close that gap as well. Gaben is the one with the oldest tires, because he put the first. No, I was lying. He was not putting the first. It was Khan that put the first. Then it was Gabe. Then... Yes, I was wrong again. Pit the oldest, Sunny second oldest, Gaben and Zydox. Currently impressed with this hard of 70 laps. You've seen as well again, Kauchi, nicest back worker there is, letting by all the top 5. And I think even Glenn and Blaze. No, they're not yet there. Okay, but yeah. The top 4, only 1 lap older tires for Zydox, for Gaben compared to Zydox, but 3 lap fresher tires for Zydox compared to Khan's tire life. Depending on what Khan's strategy is gonna be and how good his tire life is, it will be interesting to see his soft stint. A soft stint is obviously you wanna see, maybe he wants to go for an overcut. Maybe he wants to go for an undercut if he gets into overtaken again. But so far, he's been doing a very great race. He was P4 all the time. Didn't even fight a lot. Just purely tactical undercut. He made it up to P1 now and has to defend it from Sunny, Gaben, and Zydox, who will soon be there as well. I can feel it. Gaben currently still getting held back by Sunny. Sunny today obviously has to put up more of a fight, because that's what peak competitiveness is. Because if Kang is on peak, Sunny's on peak, Gaben and Zydox are on peak, that's what you get. It would have been more interesting to see Travis up there, obviously, but sadly he's not present today. And Calm got another 3 seconds. Calm, what you doing? Oh no. Maybe the pressure is getting to him. Maybe he's not used to getting pressured like this anymore. Oh man, we will see. Sunny now with the DRS. Is he gonna make a move? He is on the outside. Kam is getting up the position. Sunny's gonna have DRS for the next straight as well. as there's only one detection zone. And Gaben now very close as well to get to Calm. Also DRS. Calm doesn't have DRS, but Gaben cannot make a move on it. So far, so good. Psydox might be the biggest benefiter though, because while the front is fighting, he can just technically chill at the back and wait until they give him the P1, because everyone ahead of him has at least 3 seconds, and he's inside that 3 seconds. And he will just jump everyone on penalties. But obviously, you don't want to just jump everyone on penalties and be like, pop, I got first place, get fucked. You want to prove it that you are also capable on it while driving on the track. And that's what we're going to see probably soon, because Psydox closed up the gap really well to Gaben. And is now inside that 1 second, even inside the 3/10 of Gaben. And if he gets a good exit, he might even get a pass on him. Calm also had a good exit and might have a pass on Sunny. Let's see. Is he making a move? He was only looking. He is not making a move now. He's waiting for the next DRS for the next straight. Psydox now with a 3 seconds, so that plan goes all overboard. So he has to prove himself now. Calm is going for the inside. He does. Oh, when they collide! Sunny and Calm collide. Calm gets a lot of damage. And with that, Calm's race is most likely over, at least the fight for P1 is over for him. That's very unlucky and very unfortunate. The steward's gonna have a look at this and see who is the fault. If it's just a racing incident, if it was Sunny or Calm's fault here, we will have to see. Empress also with a broken front wing. We haven't sadly seen what happened to him, but he is on very old hard tires, so you could technically say he can just hop into the pits, go for mediums, safe or softs, and just finish the race on these tires. While Calm now has another 3 seconds, but that doesn't matter anymore sadly, because he's already out on the fight of P1. These penalties, like I said, this is Canada, everyone's gonna have a penalty. So far, Shadow Hopper and Crispy are the only ones that have it kept out of the track limits, and it's very impressive. Gaben with another 3 second penalty, so we will have and see what will happen towards the end, who's gonna jump who. Gaben was thinking about making a move on Sunny, did not decide not to do so. We will see. And yeah, Shadow Hopper is on 60 lap old tires. Technically you can hop into the pit now, go for the softs, go to the end, as Calm also has to pit, and he would probably overtake Calm in the pits, as he has to change wing Calm, and on penalties Shadow Hopper does have nothing to fear of. Also, maybe Shadow Hopper can jump a lot of these guys in front, as they have also to pit, but they have penalties and Shadow Hopper does not. As well with Crispy, he can also hope for that he will jump some guys with penalties. Regardless of that, we have the next straight with Zydox and Gaben having DRS on Sunny. Sunny the only one that has around ERS that boost him enough and set up. Let's see if it can make it happen. Gaben now. Oh my god, that swerving was interesting. Gaben having an easy time though, getting past Sunny, having the next straight as well to have DRS on. We will just move on. Psydox also having a go on Sunny, as he has DRS, Sunny does not. Sunny dropping down to P3. Calm now going into the pits. He has to pit from the front wing onto softs, obviously. And as production put out, good point, there it is getting very dark now. So will be interesting to see if it's going to start to rain. And Calm's car just decided to peel away. Yeah, he decided he doesn't want to drive away from the pits anymore, he just teleports away. Because teleporting is the faster way of transportation, as we all know. Shadow Hopper jumping up to P4 with that. It'll be interesting to see why he didn't pit yet. But it's up to his strategy. Zydox now having a go on Gaben. He has the DRS, he has the ERS. Gaben is relying only on his ERS, but the speed difference. Monty gaining a 3 second. Meanwhile, Zydox making it stick. He's gonna have a DRS as well here. Up. No chance for Gaben. Sunny dropping really far behind and now is going into the pits. Hop putting on the soft tires, soft boots, and is trying for the undercut. which might work very well. And Gaben did get baited again as the undercut as the undercut happened as well. Calm. Seems like Gaben still opted for trying to stay out, maybe being more aggressive on the last laps on his soft tire run. Shadowhopper now putting on his soft tires as expected. Glenn still staying out. Hudson going into pits and obviously putting on the soft. Now it's the last stint. You have 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. And this is the soft stint. If you haven't pitted yet, you should pit for softs. Hudson come up behind Franklin. Just quite unfortunate. Franklin is on hards. 16 laps. He should technically pit as well. Akachi getting a 3-second penalty as well. Oh! And while I say that Gaben and Zydox have contact, it happened the same thing. Like I said, would happen in the first time. Meaning Gaben wants to go into the pits, Zydox does not. And because Gaben goes for an overtake before the pit stop, they collide. So I feel like this is just my take. It is on Gaben's fault, but we have to see again if he did it again or not. So the stewards will have a look into this and decide who gets a penalty and what will happen. Dog's the only one now in the front, not having pitted. He still has to pit for softs. Lost quite a lot of time, so P1 will not be from him. Sunny will probably get a free win now out of this incident, which is quite unfortunate. Franklin is still staying out on 16 lap old tires, probably wanting to benefit from the people pitting, which are currently Glenn and Blaze putting on the soft boots, going for the last stint of this race. Alright. As it is pretty much settled, as Gaben is 7 seconds behind Sunny, Khan is 10 seconds behind Gaben. Zydox still has to pit and will lose around 20 to 25 seconds in the pits and will drop out behind Khan probably now. I don't think there will be much shaking up or changing Sunny's time, despite maybe the penalties. We will have to see the penalties. Maybe even Shadowhopper is the big benefit out of everyone, as he is currently only 1 second behind, a little bit more than 1 second behind Khan. And Khan has 12 seconds of penalty, so he will go quite behind Hodgson even. I don't know how much Gaben has, I think it was 6 or 9, also dropping behind Hopper. Glenn now making a move on Franklin. They're on a team call. They will probably just tuck this one out. Franklin also on way hard older tires, 17 lap old hard tires. Hodgson with the fastest lap on his newly fresh soft tires. And Glenn makes a move onto P7, now chasing Hodgson probably. Hodgson didn't have a bad race so far, as he is currently P6, starting from P15. He will probably be very happy on what he got. Shadowhopper now making a move, or trying to make a move on car. Sadok's frustration is coming out of fruition now here, as he gets a 5 seconds for speeding the pit lane. Here he goes for the soft. Shadowhopper passing Calm. Well, that was unexpected. Oh, let's go. Okay. Let's see if there was a tactical move by Calm as he gets DRS. Yes, looks like it. Gaben meanwhile with the fastest lap. Let's see where Zydox will come out. He will come out on P2 with 4 seconds behind Sunny. Calm with another 3 seconds. Holy moly, that guy is just collecting penalties. How many penalties before you get disqualified? Monty is retired. On the last stages of this race, we have an unexpected Monty retirement. Just at the end of Sector 1, start of Sector 2. Very unfortunate for him, as he was doing a very, very good job with the points. But unfortunately, he pushed it a little bit too hard, lost his car, and is now out. Very, very unlucky, but that's racing for you. That can happen. Alright, with virtual safety car on, helping technically no one, besides that the soft tires can last a little bit longer, and maybe it'll be a little bit more aggressive later on towards the end of the race. But Something with a drive-through. Oh, something. What you doing? Something. The only one being with a drive-through. Meanwhile, we have Shadow Hopper on calm. 1.2 seconds, not enough for DRS. But Shadow Hopper has only to chill because calm has 15 seconds of penalty. And as I said before, I don't know how many seconds you can have before you get disqualified. And sometimes another 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Oh boy, it's just a penalty festival today, and that's Canada for ya. Come with 18 seconds. I feel like 20, 24, 20, I think 30 seconds is when you get disqualified. So Cam has to watch out now. Just halfway through for getting disqualified. Shut only has to chill, but like I said earlier, it's not about just overtaking somebody on the scoreboard, it's just about overtaking on the racetrack as well, which he tries to prove today. Zydox is close to Sunny. I would love to see Zydox competing for P1. I'm very highly doubt it that he will do it as their teammates. And Sunny's fighting for the World Championship. Zydox is not. So we will see what will happen here. Yeah, besides that, Shadowhopper only has remaining. Okay, Shadowhopper gaining quite some time and making the pass onto Calm and making it stick quite well. Oh, Calm ditching Hall of Champions, losing a part of his front wing. Calm is frustrated, out of his mind, and you can see it. So, yeah, very unlucky for Calm. He is just frustrated out of his mind right now. What happened to him with the... Yeah. Alright, we have Shadowhopper P4. Very good performance. Hodgson P6. Maybe not with a broken from Ring of Calm. He can make it P5. Zydox close to Sunny. I don't know. I hope he will fight for P1. But we have to wait and see if that will happen. As like I said, they are teammates. Not always. Yeah, this weekend. I don't know what to... we have to see. Maybe it was better if Zydox was in a different team, just so they would fight for P1. Maybe not. Who knows? But besides that, everyone else having a kind of a decent race, just having their own race, not much happening for the back. Kashi just having his own race as always, but doing very well in P13. He is doing very well so far. He's kept it out of the wall and hasn't gained too many penalties. Impress now on something? No. Oh, okay, so we have blue flags. Hodgson. He's a lap up on Santa. Oh, Santa's unlapping. Okay, yeah. Santa's unlapping himself. In front of him now we have Calm though. And Hodgson being very close to Calm. Does he make a move? Yes, Hodgson is passing Calm. It was an easy move. Hodgson has front wing. Calm does not. Calm dropping back to P6. Very frustrating from before. Very unlucky race from him. For him. And very lucky race for Hodgson as he moved up to P5 now. Sunny is still... Oh! I didn't even see that! Zydox ahead of Sunny! Okay, let's go! Zydox having P1. Sunny currently P2. I don't know when that happened. I don't know what happened. But it might as well also be because of the penalties that Zydox wanna be ahead. Who knows? I don't know. Calm getting another 3 seconds. Currently collecting penalties as if that would give him a Steam achievement. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. For the back, not much happening. Maybe Glenn on Calm now. Yes, Glenn on Calm is gaining quite a lot. Calm will be dropping so far back now. The Calm has no front wing and it will cost him quite a lot. Behind that we also have Blaze, who will probably benefit from it. Gaben now with 30 second, quite unlucky. Glenn passing Calm now. Calm will be letting his team captain by soon. on the next straight. Ramta getting another 5 seconds because he decided he doesn't want to see the blue. God, Calm's race has gone to shit. Oh well. I mean, sometimes making Calm a run for his money with penalties. Okay. Maybe somebody has to tell them it's not about penalties. I don't know why Calm isn't pitting. You would lose, I think, less if you just pitted from your front ring and then just have the, I mean, for maybe faster time even. I don't know. I think he's just frustrated and doesn't even care anymore, which is unlucky and is understandable though, because he was fighting for P1 and suddenly he's back at P8. Now Sunny has a move on Psydox, making a move, making it stick. It's the last lap we are tending to now. Psydox now with a 3-second. So even with penalties, even if Psydox would stay ahead, he has penalties. Sunny now starting the last lap. Don't think Gaben will be threatening either one of those two. The Aston Martins, or in this case, Racing Point, were too strong today again. Just showing the dominance. Maybe there will be from Stewart some punishment which will see Psydox drop, or Gaben, or whoever. But that's outside of this race today. The stewards will look into it after the race. Brandon also missing a end plate on his left side, which is quite unfortunate. That will cost him time to make up for a move on Glenn, as Glenn will have the better time in corners. At this point, Cam just wants to get disqualified. Where he gets another 3 seconds. Frankie might gain another 2 points if he can make it up to Carl's position. Meanwhile, Sunny is on his way to another victory. He will be P1. Psydox will be P2 with Gaben. P3. Psydox having another 5-second penalty. And still staying ahead of Gaben, showing that Gaben also had quite a lot of penalties. So, very good drive from the guys in front. Sunny, as always, P1, but he had to fight for it this time around. A little bit more than he had to usually. Shadow Hopper, very well driven P4. Hodgson also a very well driven P5. Somta also getting a 5-second time penalty for unserved penalty. See for the back Kellen, P6. Brandon, P7. In this case, Blaze. Franklin, P8. Maybe Blaze and Franklin will change positions depending, because I saw Blaze had 18 seconds. I don't know if he will change. Franklin actually moves up to P7, yes. Blaze P8. Crispy finishing in P9. Calm with a very unfortunate race with a a damaged front right tire. This race going from worse to bad to complete shit. Finishing with 1 point in P10 with Impress Santa and Karchi finishing 11, 12, and 13. And that's it for today's race. Very interesting, if I have to say so myself. Very penalty heavy, but that was to be expected. And driver of the day, Hodgson. So everyone that voted for Hodgson, get a lot of points, get in there. And Hodgson really deserved it, as well as Shadow Hopper. No one? Okay, fine. Whatever. It was a good driver of the day. Alright, Sunny with a boring P1 again and dominating. I don't think his championship can be beaten now. I think at this point, as well as Travis not turning up, is settled that he is our next champion. I will have that confirmed by Credendo. I won't chat shit now, but I just say it now that it might be happening. Shadow Hopper being the cleanest driver out there, together with Crispy. Shadow Hopper being P4 and Crispy being P9. Crispy had obviously had to recover from the incident early on, which was quite unfortunate, but he did the best of it and secured himself 2 points at the end. Oh well. Front wings, a lot of front wings changes. Scott, my boy. Alright. Unlucky for him as well. My McLaren boys outside the top 10, which hurts, but I mean, I was expecting them, but I wanted to both of them just to have a nice drive today. So, at least that's something. Alright, that's today's race. It was quite interesting. I mean, I had some unexpected incidents, especially towards the top with Cydox and Gavin. But I mean, I said it at the first time when Gaben did it. It was dangerous. And then the second time he did it again, it happened with the crash, with the collision, which is very unfortunate. But at the end, it didn't compromise Cydox. It only compromised Gaben, who knew which position he would have gone else. Towards the back, no surprises there. Like I said already, very good job from Shadowhopper, very good job from Crispy, both of them really clean drives. Besides that, not much. I hope I casted very well. This time around I was solo. It is very taxing, like you said it earlier, Stu. But like I said as well, no problem to doing it. I hope it was still a good commentary, and I will see you guys next week with then hopefully a co-caster and maybe some confirmations on what had happened this time around in the race, if there was changes to the finishing grid, is if Sunny is our next champion or not. We will all find out in the next episode or after the break of this 1 week. Thank you very much for watching. I am Copy. The production was Stu Bent. Thank you as well as always. You were awesome as always, Stu Bent. You guys were awesome as listening. And I will see you around soon.